All right. Who do I got here today?
My name is Rosa from Music First Entertainment.
There we go. This is your boy A Mims, also from Music First. Today we're going to learn a little bit more about Rosa today. I know y'all been waiting for this for a while. So we got a couple of questions for you. Let me just pull this up really quick. So, a couple of preset questions here. Just let the people love to know a little bit more about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
Just get it. So, first things off the bat. We all know you as an artist, right?
Yes, sir.
We know the music you put out. We see you on posts and stuff. But people want to know, like, what's the life at home? What's the family like? Kind of, what's life like as Rosa at the house?
My life at home is pretty simple, actually. I practice the same habituals, do the same rituals. I go home. I first manage what I gotta do. Like, I got a fish tank, pets all over the place, clean up, do what they need, feed them. Then I'll just probably lay back, play video games a little bit, do some music work, whether it's freestyling for fun or writing a little bit here and there.
That's dope. Speaking of which, I mean, that kind of segues us into our second question here. Like, in terms of hobbies, I know you said you have a lot of animals that you keep, play a little bit of video games, stuff like that. What kind of hobbies do you like to take care of?
So, like I said, about video games, working out, I like to read.
Nice.
That's something not many know about.
Well, what kind of stuff do you like to read?
Right now I'm on the Laws of Power, 48 Laws of Power. I've read Virgil Judah, I've read selling books, stuff like that. It's very little like fiction, none of that, like no story time stuff, just stuff to like practice your skills and sharpen, get different aspects.
Awesome. So, talking about hobbies, what are some of your like favorite artists, influencers, people that have influenced your music? What would you like to listen to?
Oh, I mean, out of the new generation, I'm probably listening to Joyner Lucas.
Solid.
Still Lil Wayne always. Can't skip it. Tech Nine I like Russ. Yeah, I would say those are like people I listen to right now.
A lot of heroes of the independent artist.
Yep.
So, what are some goals that you have for this upcoming year? We just, we're in February now. The year's kind of starting off to the beginning. What are some goals looking in 2025?
Releasing a lot more songs. Doing a lot more reels, just putting content out there, just blasting the algorithm of content. I want to get to a point this year, like I'm posting multiple times per day.
Okay. Y'all hear that? You better keep him accountable. I better see you in the comments if he doesn't post one day.
Maybe in the DMs.
This one?
When's the next song? I get you.
So, you say you like to go home, take care of the pets and stuff. Like an ideal night for you. What do you do to kind of kick back, relax?
Ideal night for me is like going out somewhere low key, and drinking some whiskey.
Whiskey guy.
Eating a little bit of food, and probably do that for an hour and a half. Go back home, smoke some weed, relax. That's a relaxing ideal night for me.
I gotta ask, what type of whiskey is your favorite? What are you feeling right now?
My basic whiskey is Jack Daniels. I do like some rye stuff, so rye stuff is like a little more fancy, a little more expensive. But Jack Daniels quick if I'm just trying to eat and get the feeling real quick, so.
Can't go wrong there. If I am going to go whiskey, I'm a little bit of a Johnny Walker guy myself.
Johnny Walker?
Yeah, I'll go with the red, a little bit cheaper.
Yeah.
Alright. So, when you envision yourself, right, as an artist, as a man, what does that ideal future look like for you? Like, where do you want to see yourself?
I want to see myself as someone who has independent income. Like, I don't need to answer to anybody. I want no one higher than me. I want equals or people that are higher than me that have respect and trust, and just kind of have a different type of relationship with work. I don't like the idea of asking for vacations. I don't like the idea of asking for days off. I don't like the idea of asking for anything, and it doesn't really work well. The normal jobs gets you in trouble, so gotta find a way to make that independent income because it's only a matter of time.
It makes sense. Want that independence, want that flexibility. Makes sense, man.
Need that.
So we're talking now a little bit about belief systems and certain things that you view as what makes sense for you. I'm a big philosophy guy myself. I know that you also follow a lot of that. We've had some pretty crazy conversations about that stuff. So lately, I know we haven't talked about it for a while. What's like a philosophical point, question, something that you're really excited about and charged up about now?
It's a great question. Right now I'm just like, I guess like the question I have in my head is, I know it's pretty like statistically, like if you were to follow like just what the world has observed, you could easily say this world is a simulation. And if it's a simulation, what's the point of why are we here? Like, was it deeper, like generations? Why do you have your generations? Why do you try to make your bloodline stronger? Like,
makes sense. Did you see what Neil deGrasse Tyson said about the simulation and why it basically is almost inevitable that that's what we're in?
I did see the clip. I do not remember the context.
Craziness. Mathematically, it basically makes sense that we're in a simulation.
Yeah.
There's no other explanation mathematically, based off of odds, right? So yeah, that's definitely great. We were just talking about some of the books that you've read. Do you have a favorite book of all time that you like?
I do. I would say it's probably just for personal reasons. It's not like the book is the greatest in the world. It's not like a masterpiece literature thing, but Sell or Be Sold, because when I read that, it helped me with my hustle, and I'm thankful to the book. And it's very easy to read, very easy to follow, but it gives like gold.
Hey, that's one of the OG books to teach yourself sales. That Rich Dad Poor Dad was something that that a lot of us have read early on. I think that made a big difference too. It's one of my personal favorites.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Let's get a little bit less serious here. Good eats. What's your favorite food?
My normal answer I would say to everyone is probably rice, beans, and chicken. The way my mom makes it.
Okay, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit different now.
It can't just be any rice, beans, or chicken. Like it has to be like
mom's rice, beans, and chicken. That's a little different.
Yeah, because when I was young, little, I would eat mostly salchichas.
Okay.
Peanut butter sandwiches and Velveeta mac and cheese.
Okay.
So that was the first nice meal.
Real hot meal, not the little Frank's type shit.
Yeah.
The salchichas.
Started getting money for herself, wanted to feed fam something nicer.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome, bro. So I got one more question for you here. If you had a song that blew up today, like overnight sensation, it just went crazy. All the people just started streaming it all the time. Kind of like that Jello song that's going crazy right now. If your song just blew up, what's the first thing you're doing? What's the first thing you're buying? What would be the first thing that you do?
I'll keep it real. I'll probably be terrified. I'd absolutely be like, this is so much, so quick. What do I make of this? What do I gotta look out for? Because you skip a few levels being overnight like that. So now you're in the deeper waters with the bigger shark right away. So I'll definitely be wary. Make sure I don't overreact. Don't tell anybody. They'll probably know it. I just wouldn't talk about it. Get my head together. Figure out how I want to carry it forward. What do I want to make out of it in the totality of life, and make sure that I do it right and as safe for my family's sake as possible. If I didn't have family, I'd be a whole lot more reckless. But that's not about me.
Sure. Always gotta put family first.
It's not about me.
Listen, guys, this was 10 questions with your boy Rosa. Hopefully y'all know a little bit more about your boy now. If you guys want to see something else like this again, there's some more stuff that you want to learn, we can definitely do a couple more questions here, get a little bit more to know about each of us. I appreciate the time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Enjoy yourself.
Thank you.